Today's video is going to be slightly different than usual. A member of the Call of the Wild Facebook group and I hunted together, and I'm really happy with what I recorded, but because I didn't record our voices for it, I'm just going to dub over the top of it. So, I'd like to give a big thank you to James, who hosted the majority of the session, and for letting me hunt with him, which brings me on to this clip. I'm trying to get in bow range because there's a level 5 moose right ahead. James is up on a vantage point spotting for me, sort of making sure it doesn't spook. My heart was legit pounding. Well, the only diamond that I've had so far in these videos is a diamond moose, and that's kind of what drove me to start the Trophy Lodge videos, I guess. I didn't feel comfortable going for a shot. I mean, I had the 7mm and a few awful angles, so I didn't really want to take it. But I guess the tension got to me. Kinda glad that I do prefer bows, because I'd have absolutely ruined the chance if I had the chance with the 7mm. I guess my tactics also here were to just spam the caller and use scent eliminator because the wind wasn't really ideal, especially if it went to my left hand side, so I was trying to keep it on the right hand side, and as you can see it's starting to crest over the top there, and it's also making its way to the left. In a minute in a sec I'll switch to the bow, I think, if I remember the clip. Yeah, here's the bow. Honestly, even watching it back now, I just can't believe that I spent so long trying to get close to it. So here's the moose, and I'll be claiming it now. Let's put it this way, it was a very, very, very good shot. I just felt so disappointed when it was 2 off of a diamond. But either way, I mean the size of it, like, I can't complain. I mean I can complain because look at that. I guess it's a big level 5? Well, big gold. But I'm happy with it, I really am. Not even 5 minutes later and I found a herd of white-tailed deer. Originally the bucks were hidden behind the trees and I couldn't get a spot on them, so I decided to spook them out and I called them back in. Lucky for me, it worked. So now you find me just spotting them as they come back out. And I of course take the shot. And here he is, face down. Decent looking set. And it was a decent gold at an 841. I went back to the same spot and decided to call the same herd back in, and I found this fella. And of course, down in one. And he's a hell of a lot bigger than the last one at a 928 gold trophy score. Now that's really good. Originally I was calling in an axis deer, but this black buck is definitely a lot bigger than what I said the axis deer to be. Gold trophy 851. I just harvested a buffalo that I riddled with arrows and now this one comes to attack. In the time that it takes me to get back down there, I do just want to say that there is no show of the Trophy Lodge at the end of today's video. It will more than likely be shown in the next video, before the anticipated True Racks update, because I have something planned for next video. To my surprise I actually got the buffalo down, so let's see. It was a very, very decent shot, a 924 gold, and just look at that, it went straight through the spine, it went straight through the majority of the organs, and it hit the pelvis on the way out, so the bows are definitely overpowered, let's just say. Whilst playing with James, this was the only server that I hosted, and it was the Hirschfelden map. I just want to say again a big thank you to him for helping me out with pretty much everything that I got in the video so far. So our fallow deer was a score of 833. It was a decent gold, I guess. It was quite low on the spectrum, but a fallow deer nonetheless. I have 2 more clips before I end the video. I decided a few hours later to jump into a Leighton Lake server, and I found this decent sized moose. And obviously you can tell what happens next. The funny thing is, when it comes to a level 5 moose, I just suddenly freeze. But a level 4 moose, I can just take it at distance with a heart shot. It just baffles me what a level can do. Heart shotting into one of the lungs. At an 879 gold trophy. Pretty decent. Not even a minute after harvesting the moose, I turn around and see this decent sized black-tailed deer. And at a distance, I absolutely nail it. With this being the last clip of the video, I'm going to be saying goodbye with a decent sized 898 gold trophy black-tailed deer. So, this has been The Best with Adam Best. See ya!